There are two types of air source heat pumps you are likely to hear the most about: monoblock and split. We will explain the operations of both and their differences. Additionally, we want to introduce and elaborate on a third type, the exhaust air heat pump. Let's talk through them one by one. Firstly, the monoblock. The monoblock is a single unit heat pump that's located outside and contains all the components for the refrigeration cycle. This single outdoor unit heats the water outside and transfers it to the central heating system inside the house via separate flow and return pipes. The installation is simple. The pipes connecting the outdoor unit to the central heating system inside the house are filled with water. The pipes and unit are exposed to outside temperatures, so frost protection must be considered. On this type of system, the outdoor unit is generally best positioned as close to the property as possible to reduce the length of connecting pipe runs and associated insulation and protection considerations. All refrigerant is sealed and factory tested, meaning the installer does not need additional equipment or qualifications. In heat pump world, this is often described as hermetically sealed. Moving on to a split unit, this type of heat pump has an outdoor unit and an indoor unit. The components are separated between them. Pipework containing a refrigerant connects the outdoor unit to the indoor unit. The indoor unit heats the water and transfers it to the central heating system via separate flow and return pipes. The installation process on a split unit does involve the refrigeration cycle, as the pipework connecting the outdoor and the indoor unit is filled with refrigerant. This requires engineers to be F-gas certified when installing a split heat pump. This type of system allows more flexible siting options, as the refrigeration circuit pipework can cover some considerable distances. The outdoor units are normally smaller too. There is also no system water exposed to the outside air. Installation, however, does take more time and is more complex than a monoblock system. The third type is called exhaust air heat pump. This style of heat pump can be incorporated within a hot water cylinder and is typically situated on top of it. This will produce the hot water requirements for the property but doesn't do any space heating. Our example is a single unit that is built and tested in the factory, so it is hermetically sealed like the monoblock. It has two separate ducts connected to the heat pump, one for drawing in air to extract usable heat energy and another for exhausting that air that has had the heat extracted. The entire unit can be placed indoors, with the two ducts either venting directly to outside, or the inlet duct can be installed to draw air from inside the house, but not within the thermal envelope. Lofts and garages are common examples. This is another type of heat pump where the installation process doesn't involve the refrigeration cycle, meaning engineers don't need to have an F-gas qualification to install one. To summarise our three types of air source heat pumps: number 1. Monoblock. One single outdoor unit with the full refrigeration cycle components within it. It connects directly to the heating system with pipework filled with water, and no F-gas qualification is needed for install. Split. Two separate units, one indoor and one outdoor, which separate the refrigeration cycle components. These are connected with pipework containing refrigerant. It is then the indoor unit that connects into the heating system with pipework filled with water. An F-gas qualification is needed if you want to install a split heat pump. And exhaust air, often incorporated within a cylinder unit, which will heat the property's hot water. It uses two separate ducts to transfer air into the heat pump and extract used air outside. Again, no F-gas qualification required for installation.